Every 4 years, a single event sends shockwaves through the nation, not just politically, but financially. The presidential inauguration isn't just a ceremony. It's a catalyst that can shake up the stock market in ways we can't ignore. New policies, shifting priorities, and economic pivots. What does it all mean for your investments? Stick around, because today, we're breaking down the top 5 sectors to watch after the 2025 inauguration. Let's jump right in. Let's kick things off with clean energy, a sector that's been making waves for years, but could gain even more momentum under a government that prioritizes renewable energy. Think about it. Wind turbines, solar panels, electric vehicles, all of these are symbols of the future. And if the administration introduces new subsidies or incentives, we're likely to see a big surge in this sector. Companies like Tesla, Enphase Energy, and NextEra Energy are already leading the charge. Tesla, for instance, has been dominating the EV market, but it's not just about cars. They're expanding into solar and energy storage, making them a multifaceted player in the clean energy space. Enphase Energy is revolutionizing solar technology with its microinverters, and NextEra Energy is a giant in renewable utilities. So, how do you identify which companies are worth your attention? Start by keeping an eye on government policies. If you hear about new grants, partnerships, or renewable energy targets, those are clues about which areas might benefit most. Don't just focus on the big names, though. Smaller companies specializing in niche technologies, like advanced battery storage or solar panel materials, could also offer significant opportunities. Diversification is key here. The clean energy market is exciting, but also volatile. By spreading your investments across multiple companies, or even looking into clean energy ETFs, you can manage risk while still positioning yourself for potential growth. One more thing, don't forget about the global picture. International agreements on climate change and renewable energy can have just as much impact as domestic policies. The clean energy wave isn't just limited to the US. It's a worldwide shift. Next up is healthcare, a sector that never fails to stir up conversation when a new administration takes office. Why? Because healthcare policies, whether they involve Medicare, Medicaid, or drug pricing, have direct and immediate effects on the industry. It's a sector that thrives on innovation, regulation, and frankly, the unpredictability of politics. Companies like United Health Group, Pfizer, and Moderna are major players here. United Health is a giant in the health insurance space, and any changes to Medicare or Medicaid could shake up its stock. Pfizer and Moderna, on the other hand, are continually making headlines with groundbreaking advancements. Moderna, for example, isn't just about vaccines. Their mRNA technology could pave the way for entirely new treatments, like gene therapies. But healthcare isn't just about pharmaceuticals and insurance. Telemedicine is another area to watch. The pandemic proved that virtual healthcare is more than just a trend. It's a necessity. Companies like Teladoc Health are well positioned to grow, especially if new policies expand healthcare access or reimbursements for telehealth services. Now, here's why healthcare is particularly intriguing. It tends to be resilient, even during economic uncertainty. People always need medical care, so the demand is relatively constant. That said, the sector isn't without its risks. Policy changes can create volatility, so it's important to stay informed. If you're looking for opportunities, focus on innovation. Biotech companies working on cutting-edge treatments, from personalized medicine to gene editing, could see exponential growth. At the same time, established players in pharmaceuticals and insurance provide a more stable option for those who want less risk. In both clean energy and healthcare, the common thread is this: stay informed, think long-term, and diversify. Whether it's the push for renewables or the evolving landscape of healthcare, these sectors have the potential to lead the market in the years to come. Moving on, let's talk about defense and aerospace, a sector where federal budgets and geopolitics play massive roles. Every new administration brings shifts in priorities, and that can significantly impact companies like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Boeing. These are some of the biggest names in the industry, and they've consistently proven their ability to adapt and thrive, regardless of political changes. Military spending is always a major driver for this sector. Whether the administration chooses to increase defense budgets, shift funding towards specific technologies, or prioritize cybersecurity, it all trickles down to these companies. Lockheed Martin, for instance, is a powerhouse in defense contracting, producing everything from fighter jets to missile systems. Raytheon excels in advanced weaponry and defense technologies, while Boeing continues to dominate in both commercial and defense aerospace sectors. But it's not just about traditional defense anymore. Space exploration is becoming one of the most exciting niches in this field. With private-public partnerships on the rise, companies that specialize in satellite technology or compete with SpaceX are poised for growth. Satellite launches, space missions, and the increasing reliance on satellite communication for global connectivity are transforming this industry. This isn't just science fiction, it's an economic reality. One thing to keep in mind with defense and aerospace is that geopolitical tensions often act as a catalyst. Whether it's international conflicts or strategic alliances, global events can drive demand for defense technologies and aerospace innovations. Staying informed about these developments will help you anticipate shifts in the market. This sector offers a mix of stability and growth potential. Defense contracts provide reliable revenue streams, while cutting-edge technologies in space and cyber defense offer high growth opportunities. If you're considering investing here, diversify your picks to balance the predictable with the innovative. Now, let's dive into technology, a sector that never seems to slow down. It's not just a part of the future, it's defining the future. From AI to quantum computing, the innovations happening here are shaping the next decade and beyond. Companies like NVIDIA, Apple, and Alphabet are at the forefront, leading the charge in transforming how we live and work. NVIDIA has established itself as the leader in GPUs, which are essential for AI development and gaming. Their role in advancing artificial intelligence, particularly in areas like machine learning and data analytics, makes them a standout player. Alphabet, Google's parent company, continues to diversify its portfolio, with ventures ranging from cloud computing to autonomous vehicles, keeping it resilient in an ever-changing landscape. And of course, Apple remains a tech giant with its ecosystem of hardware, software, and services that consistently drive consumer demand. But the tech sector is about more than just the big names. Emerging technologies like quantum computing and AI are opening doors for new players. These advancements have the potential to revolutionize industries, from healthcare to finance. Cybersecurity is another area worth paying attention to. As cyber threats grow more sophisticated, companies like CrowdStrike and Palo Alto Networks are becoming critical to protecting data and infrastructure. The beauty of the tech sector lies in its innovation, but that also means it comes with risks. Rapid changes in technology and market preferences can create volatility. That's why diversification is crucial. Consider mixing large-cap companies like NVIDIA and Apple with smaller, high-growth startups or specialized tech ETFs to spread your risk. One final point to consider is the global competition in technology. Countries are racing to dominate fields like AI and semiconductors, and this competition will likely drive government support and funding for tech innovation. Staying updated on these developments will help you identify trends early and make informed decisions. In both defense and aerospace and technology, the key takeaway is to focus on the bigger picture. These sectors are not just poised for growth, they're critical to the economic and technological evolution we'll see in the coming years. Let's wrap up with infrastructure, a sector that has the power to transform economies and create ripple effects across multiple industries. When governments invest in infrastructure, whether it's rebuilding roads, bridges, or green energy projects, the impact can be massive. Companies like Caterpillar, Vulcan Materials, and Martin Marietta often find themselves at the center of this growth. Caterpillar is a well-known leader in construction machinery, while Vulcan Materials and Martin Marietta specialize in supplying essential raw materials like concrete and aggregates. These companies thrive when large-scale projects kick off, and if the new administration prioritizes infrastructure spending, we could see substantial movement in their stocks. But infrastructure isn't just about traditional construction anymore. Smart cities and green infrastructure are reshaping the way we think about urban development. This includes integrating technology into public transit, energy-efficient buildings, and even sustainable water systems. The companies that can adapt to these trends are likely to benefit the most. For investors, infrastructure ETFs can be a smart way to gain broad exposure to this sector. These funds often include a mix of companies involved in construction, materials, and related technologies, helping to diversify your portfolio while still focusing on growth opportunities. It's important to remember that infrastructure projects often take years to complete, so patience is key. Keep an eye on government spending reports and project announcements. They're good indicators of where the sector is headed. Infrastructure might not offer the instant gratification of faster-moving industries, but its long-term potential is undeniable. The 2025 inauguration marks a fresh start for the U.S. economy. From clean energy to infrastructure, the opportunities are vast. Stay informed, invest wisely, and let the trends guide you. Which sector are you watching? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insights. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.